got me? You see me in front of the camera? Hello, hello, hello. All right. Sweet. All right, God just arrived. Don't know how long it's going to be, but until we're ready. But, getting ready. Big Dave's got a light set up for us. That's awesome. All right. What? Oh, we need to call in? Yeah. Okay.
So we'll just start off, kick it off. I saw Jesse. Oh, Jesse's good? Okay.
Who's all doing it? Are you Michael?
Yeah, Colbert. Yeah, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'll just get it. Okay.
Oh, do you? Okay. Everybody knows Brandon.
Called in.
All right, I'm going to track down Jesse and we can start here in just a second. You know what?
IFB line. IFB line. You hear? Yeah.
We're going to be live, but no, we're streaming on our like app, but not TV live.
Okay. So the transition between what we'll probably do is the city will get up and give an update first. And would you all prefer us to rotate with our partner agencies and then do any questions that you may have for follow-ups afterwards? Or is that... So it's not a weird transition between like each person? Okay. All right. I'm Zach with the city. So I'll go find Jesse and then we'll get started here shortly.
Thank you. Do you think the order will be
I didn't even white balance, so I just put mine the same like I heard. What did I do? Turn everything blue. What? No. Mine was pretty good. 4-3. There we go. Yeah, that's better.
Okay. You all tell me when you're ready. Everyone's ready? I'm ready. All right.
Ready here.
okay?
So jump up here. All right. And we'll just get started and just kind of start from the top of the overview and tell them who you are first and then second. John.
Good morning. I'm Michael Colbert. I'm Unit Operations Supervisor for the Street and Drainage Maintenance Division. Getting ready for this storm. We've been prepping for it since Tuesday. We got all of our snow fighter equipment loaded, prepped up. We started brining bridges that evening, and we've been brining bridges and all of our snow routes in preparation for this to kind of keep what we can down as far as the ice. As you know, the brine only works on the ice. So once the snow hits, we'll start our snow fighter units out with the salting and plowing operations. And we'll go 24 hours around the clock until the storm is over, until we get the streets cleared.
Now, you said that y'all started on Tuesday. Have y'all been going back every day and re-brining, especially those overpasses?
We started Tuesday loading everything, and then once we got everything loaded, we started brining, and we've been brining on 12-hour shifts, yes, every day, ever since then.
Can you tell us what's the advantage of doing that pre-treating of the brine and stuff on the roads before the storm gets here?
The brine is used for the ice mostly, like I said, and we'll use the beet juice mixture on the bridges and overpasses because it works better on the elevated surfaces, and then we'll just use our regular salt brine on our streets. But again, it's there in preparation of the ice before it starts falling, and it helps melt it. And then once it turns over to snow, then according to how much accumulation we get, then we'll start plowing or salting or both.
You have a lot of salt behind you in this barn. How
Yes,
much
ma'am.
do you think this is going to look on Sunday? What's it going to look like? Or even
Come
Monday?
Sunday, if the prediction holds strong, that hill will be gone. We're probably almost close to our back door back there. Yeah, because we'll be putting it down according to how much we need to put down. Again, it's all based on how much falls.
How many pounds or tons is currently in this salt barn?
This barn holds, I want to say right at 3,000 tons, and we're almost maxed out because it'll come up to about right here and be maxed out before we do want to put too much in here.
Do you know how many trucks you've got out?
We have 34 snow fighter units set and ready to go, and we have our brine units. Right now we have 6 brine units, which we've completed all the brining of all our bridges and snow routes. So yeah, we have the 34 snow fighter trucks ready to go.
So since you completed it, what's kind of the process now from now until when we start actually seeing?
Right now we're kind of in a holding pattern. We've got all the crews on standby. All the units are ready to go, and once the stuff starts falling, we'll get after it.
What has communication been like with other departments, other city leaders, city officials? What has that been like for y'all?
We do the usual, the Oklahoma standard, whatever needs to get done. You know, we've got the motto of one city, one team. So yeah, we hold that dear to our hearts. You know, we come together as one team, the entire Oklahoma City.
Have y'all run into any challenges so far this week to prepare for this weekend?
Nothing out of the ordinary. You know, our equipment sits until this time of year. We clean it up and prep it up when we get done with the season. Going into the loading process, we have some little minor issues we have to take to our equipment services to get done. But other than that, nothing out of the ordinary.
Your advice for drivers who may be encountering your vehicle?
My best advice to our citizens, stay at home. But if you have to get out there, use caution, safety first, slow down, take your time. Always want to arrive to your destination. When you do see any of our units out there, the normal is give us 100 feet. If it's as bad as it's supposed to get, we want to increase that to at least 200 feet and let them do what they need to do to make the road safe for you to get through.
Is there a time of day when roads are kind of the worst, whether it's like being refrozen, at midnight or 2 a.m., or when drivers are out on the road?
As far as the roads, it's according to the temperature. They're practically the same all through the night and day. The best time for us to be out there is at night when most folks are at home. That gives us the roads to ourselves, basically. Yeah, but other than that, the temperature controls how the roads are, the freezing, thawing and freezing.
How many miles can one truck spend when doing staging?
As far as fuel, they can just about go a full 12-hour shift But as far as reloading, it's dependent on, because snow may fall heavy in the south quadrant versus the north quadrant. It's depending where the most material is. That's how much salt will be used. But if it's a really bad area, they probably get 3 to 4 miles before they have to come back and reload.
Before you step away, tell me your name and spell it one more time.
My name is Michael Colbert, Michael, Colbert.
Title?
Unit Operations Supervisor.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Just be careful if you have to get out there. Slow down. And again, you want to get back home to your families as well as we do. All righty.
Next.
Good morning. Yep. I'm Sherity Hurst, SHERADEEHURST, Public Relations Manager for OG&E.
I've been wondering where you showed up. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Appreciate the mic adjustment. We just wanted to come out this morning and let you all know that we have 500 people out in the service area in our field crews that are stationed and ready for the storm. We have over 900 people that are working storm response, and 500 of those, as I mentioned, are in our field crews. Particularly if you're in southern Oklahoma, you probably saw the orange trucks rolling through yesterday. We were setting up staging sites in Ardmore yesterday, and so we will have everyone in place, everything set up and ready to go before the storm even gets here. Most all are in place, getting the last of those by noon today, so that we're ready as the storm comes in. One thing that we do want to discuss to piggyback off of the city of Oklahoma City is road safety. That is something that does disrupt service for our customers during these storms. So we want to remind people many times, as the media has covered, cars will slide off the road and into poles, and that then causes outages for thousands of people. And you know, that's something that is not attributed to the wind or the ice or the weather conditions if we are practicing our road safety. So we definitely want to remind people of that. Stay safe on the roads if you have to get out, and as the city has advised us, if you don't have to get out, stay off the roads, because that does definitely interrupt service. But we're out there, we are ready, we've got the staging sites, we've got the field crews. We also have been ready for this throughout the year because we do vegetation management and several things so that we are prepared for the storm when it comes. So now we're just hoping everyone stays safe and stays warm.
Is there a time and or a day that y'all are preparing for more power or usage to be used compared to the other days this weekend?
It just depends throughout the storm. We do monitor the demand, and we also monitor the forecasted demand. So we're watching that closely, and we're ready for that too.
What are some items that people, if they're doing some last minute shopping today, that they should get in anticipation that they lose power?
Sure. And we are hoping that the power outages are minimal, but if you should lose power, you definitely want to have batteries, for your flashlights, an emergency kit, any type of safety items that you might need. Items like that. We do also want to remind people of warming stations. You can find a list of those at OG&E.com/warming stations. So if you find yourself in need of that, that's a good resource for sure. And of course, watch out for friends and family and check on friends and family. Make sure that everyone is staying safe and staying warm and that they know of those things.
What can our viewers do at home to prepare and just help with usage and just making sure that they are staying safe and warm, but also kind of cost efficient as well?
Sure, of course. So we have many tips for managing energy. I do want to be clear that we are not asking anyone to conserve energy right now, but these are some good tips if you want to use these around your house. Unplug small appliances. I'm sure all of us have cell phone chargers plugged in somewhere around too. So unplug any of those things that are plugged in that you are not using. That is very helpful. Some other things, when there is sunlight, to open the curtains, let that sunlight in to let the warmth in, but then be sure to close them back at night when it cools off and you don't have that anymore. Using the microwave as opposed to using the oven. is another way. So just a few small things there where you can make adjustments to conserve that energy.
For any of our viewers also that are home that maybe live in either a house or an apartment, duplex, whatever that may be, and they're nervous for this weekend, what would you like to say to them just to help make sure like calm their nerves with anything with power outages or anything like that?
Well, I would say we are so prepared. We have done our checklist for our power plants. That's marked off by October. So we're ready before the storm season even begins when we get into the winter season. So that's already checked off, and we are always planning for these storms well ahead of time. So all this week we've been planning and making sure that we've got staff where they need to be, watching that forecast and adjusting. So I think that's what we want them to know, is that Big Orange is out there and we are ready to roll should they need our service with disruptions.
What do those checklists consist of? They said that's been done in October.
Yeah, there are several things that we do. Some of the things are freeze testing circuits. Another one is some enclosures that we put over outside things, so just to better prepare to be more resistant to the weather.
And just to clarify, you said 500 people are stationed for field work and 900 people are
Storm response,
So
yes.
is that including like dispatchers or drivers and such?
Yes, and there's even like vegetation management and those sort of things, because when we start seeing tree limbs falling because of ice and that type of thing. So it's a very diverse group that has to respond to the storms, and OG&E is ready for it.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Stay safe and stay warm.
Anybody else, or is that it?
One more, or is that it?
Are you Jesse?
One more.
Hi, everybody. Good morning.
Be safe. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, hang on. Let me know if I get too high, guys. Good?
Appreciate it. Good morning.
Please tell us who you are and who you with.
Yeah, so name is Jesse Rush. I'm the Public Transportation and Parking Director, Embark. First name's Jesse, Jesse. Last name's Rush, Rush. All right, so just jump into it. All right, so first of all, thank you for being here. Really appreciate all of our teams within the city of Oklahoma City, all the men and women that have been out here doing what they do, being able to prep our roads so that we can do what we do. So we are the Public Transportation and Parking Department within the city. So we are out there. We are providing a service. So what does it mean when something like this happens? So we go into our winter weather mode, right? So what that means is we start to pull back some of our service. We don't go into the neighborhoods like we normally do. Last thing we want is one of our buses to go into a neighborhood and get stuck, because then we're not going to be able to provide that service to the folks that need it, right? So we're pulling back some of that service, so we're not going into the neighborhoods, but we're staying on the main roads. So we are still providing our service. So we're providing our fixed route service. So it's the big white buses that you see out there. We're going to still be providing our Rapid Northwest service, and we're also going to be providing our streetcar service and our parking service. So folks that are weathering the weather tonight to go to the Thunder game, we're still going to be there providing our Thunder shuttle to get you to the game and to get you back home. So we'll be out there. We'll be out there monitoring everything that's going on. We are also treating our stops and all of our facilities. So if you'll notice, you'll see some Embark snow and plow trucks. We're out there also treating our facilities and treating some of our bus stops to make sure that folks can get to our services, be able to get to the stops and get where they need to go. Also, our parking garages are open, so they're available for anybody that is going downtown and need a place to park also.
So are those snowplows only going the routes that the Embark goes on?
Yeah, so we're focused on our service. We've got great men and women that are out there focused on the snow routes for the entire city, but we're going to focus on our services, some of our routes, and our bus stops and our parking right locations.
How many of those snow?
Yeah, streetcar is going to be running our normal service. So one of the things that we do to make sure that we can continue that service, we will be running streetcars all night. So we do operate 24/7 whenever winter weather hits. Our streetcars will be operating all night to make sure that there's no ice accumulation on the overhead wire. But we'll stop service around midnight.
How many of those snowplows do y'all have?
Yeah, so we have three. We have 3 snowplows and salt trucks.
When did y'all get those?
Just recently. So we we have a lot of service trucks, but we're like, you know what, we want to take destiny to our own hands, and so we outfitted those trucks with plows and salt spreaders.
How has communication been with city officials, the city first responders, and everything?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. We always work super well whenever something like this happens. It's one city, one team, and we're out there making sure that happens. We're also going to be eyes and ears, right? So our buses are out there everywhere. So if something happens, if you see a car or something like that that's stranded in the snow, we know we're going to get a lot of snow. We're also going to be the eyes and ears for Oklahoma City as well. So if we see something going on, we'll radio dispatch and we'll contact 911 also for everybody.
And what were to happen if ICE does get on those power lines for some of those streetcars?
Yeah, so when we first launched, we saw that happen, but we have crews out there that literally chipping ice off the wire. So we will start service tomorrow morning with a streetcar, no problem. We're used to it.
And for anybody that might be on the streets unhoused
Yep.
tonight and are expecting, to get somewhere safe near maybe the Homeless Alliance,
Yeah.
will those routes still take them over there?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for asking that. It's a very, very important point. There's going to be a lot of folks out there. It's going to be super cold. We are there to provide that service. So we will be providing transportation between the day and night shelters, but we will also still be providing that service to the shelters as well. So if you see a bus and you need to get to a shelter, we're there to help. And then also, we also will be monitoring our stops. We know there's still going to be a lot of folks that are out there that are unhoused. This weather is very, very dangerous, so we're going to be out there, again, eyes and ears. If we see something, we're going to make sure that we contact the local officials so we can get anybody that needs it, get the help that they need.
Is there anything else like that?
You guys are great. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, do you go on? Yeah.
I'm just here. I'm with Oklahoma Natural Gas. If you guys have any questions.
let's have it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got to earn your keep.
I guess so. Is this I think, is it okay?
That's fine.
Good?
Okay. Okay, so start off telling us who you're with and what your name is and who you're with, please.
David Williams, the Vice President of Operations for Oklahoma Natural Gas.
All righty, go ahead and go into what are you guys doing to prepare for this?
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Just here to let everyone know that Oklahoma Natural Gas is prepared for the incoming winter weather that we are expecting for the next 7 to 10 days. We expect our systems to respond very well to the conditions and support the increased demand on the system. Although a lot of preparation work has occurred over the last week, Oklahoma Natural Gas works year-round to design and maintain systems that withstand extreme weather events such as Winter Storm Fern. And as we always do, we will be closely monitoring our systems, our critical infrastructure. We will be available 24/7 in the event that issues do arise. We have resources scattered throughout the state so that we can respond as soon as possible and address any issues that come up. The goal at Oklahoma Natural Gas is to provide safe, reliable natural gas service to all customers before, during, and after these significant weather-related events. Is everybody good?
What are some warnings you give to people using their gas a lot this time of year? What are some safety concerns that people might be having?
Yeah, the only thing, with it's really not just this time of year, but as always, if you suspect a gas leak or you smell the odor of natural gas, we always encourage you to immediately contact 911 so that we can send somebody out as soon as possible and investigate the situation and make it safe.
Did you guys stock up on stuff like ahead of time just to avoid like a higher price of anything?
Yeah, so we're very strategic about how we purchase storage. So, especially this winter, we've got a lot of gas in storage. We've had a very, very warm winter thus far. And so the gas prices that you can probably expect related, to the gas is going to be very similar to what you've seen on previous bills. The biggest difference is this type of weather. Your February bill is going to be a reflection of this extreme cold versus the 80s that we had back in December.
Anything else?
I'm good if you're good. All right. Thank you, everyone.